So in that system I will go to command prompt, I will give IP config. So that time I will get IP as 25.127.255.234. so the next the subnet mask should be on 255.0.0.0. so this IP address and subnet mask I will get this IP from my office system. So in that, how to find out net ID, first host, last host and broadcast. So first of all, net ID. What is the usage of net ID? Means my entire office network should be represented through this net ID. So where we can use this net ID means in routing protocol. In routing protocol we have to configure. So that time my entire office network should be represented through this net ID. Next one, first host. First host means what is the starting valid IP for my office network. So that should be represents first host. Next one, last host. Last host means what is the last valid IP address in my office network. That should be represents last host. Next, broadcast. Broadcast IP means what are the devices are connected in my office network. So if I give that broadcast IP means what are the devices are connected in my office network. All the devices are reply to this broadcast IP. Okay. So how to find out net ID means, first of all, the given IP address is 25.127.255.234. so the subnet mask should be on 255.0.0.0. that means first 8 bit should be a net ID, it should be constant. If it is net ID means it should be constant. Next, last 24 bit should be an host ID. If it is host ID means it can be changed randomly. Okay, so the first 8 bit should be net ID. So just we have to write this 25 into corresponding binary formats. So binary formats means, so IP address is an 32-bit address, so each octet have an 8 bits. So first octet, so the corresponding binary formats is 000110001. so totally 8 bits. So each binary bits have an corresponding decimal value. First bit represents 128 because our value is 25 only, so just I will put 0. Next one is in 64, so I will again I will put 0. Third one is in 32, again I will put 0. Fourth bit should be in 16, so I will just put 1. And fifth bit 8, and again I will put 1. So totally 16 plus 8 24, remaining 1 is there. So next bit is an corresponding value is 4, again I will put 0. Next corresponding bit is in 2, again I will put 0, and last bit should be in 1 and I will use 1. So 16, 8 plus 1, 24 plus 1, 25. So the 25 corresponding binary format is this 000110001. Okay. Next, 24 bit should be an host ID. So just you have to put all the 24 bits into 0. No need to worry about 127, 255 and 234. Just you have to put all the host bits into zeros in binary format. So I will put it zeros, 24 bit zeros. Next, this binary format can be written into decimal format. So we will get net ID. So the net ID is 25.0.0.0. so this is my office network net ID. So using this net ID only I will configure routing protocol. So in that routing protocol I will use the net ID to route my entire office network into another network. So that time I can use this net ID. Next one, what is the starting valid IP address of my office network? So how to find out? So just copy this net ID binary formats and paste it here. In that, last 24 bit should be an host ID. So in that last 24 bit, the last bit should be changed into 0 to 1, means we will get the first host. So in my office network the first starting valid IP address is 25.0.0.1. next one, what is the last IP address of my office network, valid IP address of my office network? So again you have to copy this net ID binary format and paste it here. So in that last 24 bit should be an host ID. In that you can just leave it last bit of the host ID, and remaining 23 bit you can change it into 1. You can get last host, that is 25.255. so 128.64.32 16 8 4 2 1, so totally get 255. So again this octet all the bits should be 1, you have to put 255. So here last bit should be an 0, so 128.64.32 16 8 4 2, so totally 254. Next, broadcast IP. So if you want to find out broadcast IP means, so all the system sorry, all the host bit should be changed into 1, you will get broadcast IP. So this bit should be a constant net ID, so 25. So remaining all the 24 bits should be changed into 1, we will get broadcast IP. So this is an example sums to find out net ID, first host, last